Hey Temescal, what is going on? My name is Matt Hogue. I'm a local resident in Temescal Valley. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I started this YouTube channel to bring awareness and try to bring everyone in this valley some value by highlighting events, businesses, and other stuff going on. If you've been here before, welcome back. Tonight is the Holy Flood meeting put on by Rivco Ready. It's actually down the street at our local school at Luiseno, so I thought I would go document it. That's my goal, is to kind of document these events when I can make it and bring the awareness to those that can't make it. We all have crazy work schedules, so we can't always make the events, so if I can get there and document it, that's my goal. Tonight is also the Dodger game. They definitely need a win tonight, so I am going to be sitting there watching the game as I document this event, so let's hope that all goes well. And then I got to get to my father-in-law's dinner party. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Mark Herber. So hopefully this meeting doesn't go too long, but hope to bring everybody some value and pass along some best practices from the county and kind of get everyone ready for the rain that we might get this winter. Who knows? It's California. We may not get any rain, but we don't want to be caught off guard, that's for sure. Oh yeah, and don't mind all this. This is for a Halloween party my kids are throwing this weekend. Just thought I'd make a good background, but it's 5:50. We're going to be late, so we got to go.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Kevin. My name is Natasha, and I'll keep this short and sweet. Tonight I'm here in support of our team, the City of Lake Elsinore, and all our partners. We're working very diligently on mitigating all preparations for our upcoming wet winter. So this evening is really about a collaboration and an opportunity to show you what we're working on, what to expect, and really the partnership and all the work that's going into protecting
the county departments, the City of Lake Elsinore, and cooperating partner agencies got together, assembled a task force. Supervisor Jeffries has his watchful eye on that task force, and are working on all of the mitigation strategies, the response strategies, the planning efforts, and all of the public information that we are putting out. And we have those experts here tonight to share with you all of that information, because one of the things that we need, just like we have in the Holy Fire, is we need the community support and we need the community's compliance when we give orders that are designed to protect you, your families, and your loved ones in the event that we do have severe storms that are capable of producing life-threatening or property-damaging mud flows. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, so I'd like to kick it off with a couple of videos. These videos are instructional in several ways. Go ahead. This is up in the Perky Creek area, Creek campground. Notice there's no rain, no water on the ground. But it was raining up above on the mountain. It rained about 1 inch per hour.
It's the dude.
You can imagine, you were walking across that, riding your bike across that, driving your car across that. There's no rain, right? Understand that you can't drive your car across that. Don't try to cross that. Turn around, don't drown. The other thing I want to point out is that this video was taken by a professional. This is faster than you can run. This is faster than you can drive with your car, trying to race away from it. One of the things we are focusing on in our planning efforts is to understand when the rain is coming, what the intensities are going to be, and issue those orders that are going to get all of you out of the way before something like this comes over to them. Here's another one that happened in Santa Barbara up in Montecito.
Get out of here! Go!
This one's kind of hard to see.
Oh my God, Mom!
The free flow coming down the street very quickly, faster than you can run away.
It was 1,000,000 miles an hour in slow motion, if that makes sense. I clicked into survival gear, survival mode.
Wake that up!
Thank you for having us here today, and thank you for taking the time to listen to what we have to say. I'm here as the Director of the Riverside County Flood Control and Water Conservation District, but I'm actually representing the work of dozens of technical experts, scientists, and specialists from dozens of local, state, and federal agencies who all been working together to help protect your community. And the reason we're working together is that we had a 23,000-acre burn on this watershed. And some of these areas have not burned for 40 to 70 years. And so there's a lot of vegetation up there, there's a lot of dry vegetation up there, and this area burned really hot. And it has changed the soils in the hills, and it's created a very dangerous situation for us. This area is now particularly predisposed to the type of debris flows that you're watching in those videos. And any one of these canyons that are up here in red behind me are capable of producing a life-threatening debris flow. And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to cover 3 topics relatively quickly. First, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what to expect this winter. A little bit already, but what is a debris flow? In its simplest form, it's a very fast-moving, deadly form of landslide that's initiated by intense rainfall. And as he mentioned, these things move 40 or 50 miles an hour. You can't outrun them, you can't outdrive them. The only thing you can do is not be there when they happen. And debris flows aren't triggered by just any kind of rain. You need very intense rain. You need thunderstorm kind of intensities to really set these off. Now, on this particular bird, you only need a lighter first because it's so sensitive. But that storm that we had this last week, October 13th, that storm, the intensity of the rainfall on that storm is about half what we would need to start really being concerned about debris flows. These debris flows, when they happen, they fill in channels, they fill in natural streams, they fill in the culverts and the storm drains that we build to protect the community from floodwaters. And once those channels and culverts fill and get blocked, even the big ones like on this photo, Also want to point out that it's not just mud and debris flows that are going to be issues this winter. The first decent, kind of heavier storm we get, you're going to start to see ash coming out of the mountains. All that burnt soil that's going to turn to ash, it's going to start coming out of those hills, and it's a mucky, icky, sticky mess. And then once the ash comes down, it's going to expose a layer beneath it, the soils beneath it on the hillsides, that has actually been turned, it's actually been sort of kind of created a crisp, thin layer of soils when burn. The ash comes off, exposes that crisp, thin layer of soils. Well, that crisp, thin layer of soils doesn't want water to infiltrate. So all the water that hits the hillsides is going to start running off and coming out of the canyons and into the communities. And so a little bit about what happens after we have a burn. There is a whole tactical response of local, state, and federal agencies that are mobilized whenever we have a burn of this magnitude. And the first team that gets mobilized when we have a burn of this magnitude is the Forest Service Bear. It's a burn area emergency response. So they're a group of scientists that come out and they characterize the significance of the burn. Their characterization is then turned over to another federal agency called the United States Geological Survey. But the point I really want you to take home here is that these evacuation zones have been very carefully constructed based on a lot of data, a lot of assessment, a lot of science, and a lot of experience. And if we call for evacuation, if the sheriff and fire department call for evacuation, we really need to take it seriously because we really do think that your property or your home could be at risk for your family. So please respect evacuation orders when they're issued. Lastly, just a couple things to think about as a private property owner. If you're in it, first off, now's a really great time to think about winterizing your home, cleaning out your gutters, trimming your trees, doing the types of things you should do every winter to prepare your home for the rain. But if you're also a resident that lives in one of these areas where they've been identified as a potential problem area for mud or debris flows, or you think your home may have issues with mud or debris flows, you need to start working with your neighbors now, because you're going to want to make sure you're protecting your home. A lot of times what people will want to do is they'll want to protect their property, and they'll build big walls around their property with sandbags or other structures. But really all they're doing is they're either trying to push the mud and debris flow onto their neighbors, maybe unintentionally, or that structure that they build will fail because the debris flows have such mass behind them, they'll just bowl it right over and they'll come at your house anyway. And so what you want to do is stay focused on protecting your house and stay focused on developing, giving the debris flows paths around your home so that it doesn't want to go through your house, it has to go to the left or to the right, and it has some place to go that isn't your house. Standard homeowner insurance policy does not cover flood damage, mud damage, or debris damage. And so if you're in an area where you're concerned about your home being damaged, you need to talk to your insurance agent now about getting flood insurance. And the reason you want to talk to them now is it takes 30 days for flood insurance to take effect.
I'm here to tell you about the National Weather Service's side on all of this, especially with the focus on the flash flood watches and warnings that will be issued. For definitions, a flash flood watch does not mean that flash flooding is happening yet. It just means that we have a weather system or some feature that is in the area that could produce heavy rain that could be enough for flash flooding or debris flows. A flash flood warning means that either this is already happening or it's imminent. Expect flash flooding or debris flows basically any time. Usually those we issue within about roughly a half hour of when we think the flash flooding will start, if we're lucky. So that's often very fast driven. Now note that anyone can receive emergency alerts on their cell phones, and that does include flash flood warnings. We're headed into a weak El Nino. We have above normal water temperatures in a lot of the tropical East Pacific. What does that mean for here? Typically when you have an El Nino, we could have quite a range of scenarios for precipitation. So if you get 2/10 of an inch in 15 minutes, 3/10 of an inch in a half hour, or 1/2 inch
so a couple of things in the beginning of my presentation I'm going to speak to, and then I'm going to close on the same key points that are very relevant to the information we've covered so far. In fact, most of my talking points are all redundant, which you've already heard, but I'll just focus on how important all those items are. So the first bullet point that I'm going to discuss, and then again I'll close with, is heed the warning and turn around, don't drown. So the couple of videos you saw at the beginning of the presentation about the Rivco and then the amount of the flash flood event clearly explains that that's not something you're going to walk across or try to drive your vehicle across, folks. So the turnaround, don't drown is critically important. And then heed the warning. I wish that all the first responders and public safety in the room, we honestly, the last thing we want to do is issue an evacuation order or an evacuation warrant. That is the last thing we want to have to do. But in the interest of public safety, life safety, public safety, and protecting your property, that is the responsible thing to do when that time or event imposes our communities. The public service agencies, all the public agencies in the room that are here serving you this evening, and commenting on how important a potential flash flood or debris flow event is. It's critically important, folks, that we do issue an evacuation warning or an evacuation order and heed the warning. So as we move through my talking points here, everyone hopefully by now has one of the documents that's up on the screen or the one I'm holding. So just by show of hands, how many of you have this with you right now? Okay, so we can make sure we get more copies to those of you that didn't get them. And this is definitely an item that we would like to see posted on your refrigerator throughout the course of the rest of this winter and potentially future winters. So as we move through, heed the warning, turn around, don't drown. Let's talk briefly about Alert Rivco. How many of you, your cell phones have signed up for one of the official media sources by show of hands? Whether it's Alert Rivco or any of the official news or media information sites. Again, very important, folks. We greatly appreciate you all doing that. And as I talk through here in just a second about get ready, should go, or must go, that is how you receive the information in a timely manner. So get ready, should go, must go. We'll talk about that for just a second. As we receive the information from the National Weather Service, the public service agencies in the room are going to set up conference calls and start talking about the weather and potentially what we need to do based on the magnitude of the approaching storm. So the first phase of that is get ready. Have a plan in advance. You issue evacuation warnings or orders. Be ready to go. Have prescription medicines ready to go on a moment's notice. Plan for your animals, whether they're small or large. If the kids are in the schools, we'll talk about that here towards the end of the presentation. Overall, have a plan and be ready to go. So 24 to 48 hours of an imminent storm, based on the magnitude of that storm, is should go. And at that point, again, based on the magnitude of the storm, the public service agencies may or may not issue an evacuation warning. That is the time to follow the official media outlets or sources like Alert Rivco. And then 6 to 12 hours before a storm, if it's a potential to meet the thresholds that our Jason talked about here just a second ago, the potential for debris flows or flash flooding, an evacuation order could be issued. And folks, that is the time, must go. And then of the essence and critically important, heed the warning. It's time to go, folks. So essentially, what is the fire department going to do working with our cooperative partners in the event we do have an imminent potential for flash flooding and mudslide? So all summer long, when you live in California, California is no stranger to wildfire. So you turn on the news, afternoon news, on just about any given day in our state, and you see Cal Fire along with our local, other state and federal partners responding to wildland fires on a daily basis. And so you see the news, you see
that comes before everything. So your personal safety has to be our priority, so please keep that in mind. You've heard about and seen some of the experts up here talk about the preparation that goes on behind the scenes. And believe me, there has been a lot of preparation, a lot of minds behind the scenes. Scientists that test the soil, weather models, weather patterns, you name it, everybody's involved in preparing for the protection of your personal safety. So that doesn't stop there. It starts with you partnering with us, and that's why you're here. This is the first step for us to move down that road together. I want to talk a little bit about evacuation zones. Director Lee from Flood alluded to this as well. We take consideration of all the experts and my partners at Fire and CHP, and we'll try to tailor the evacuation zones for flexibility so we can, depending on the event, downsize or upgrade those zones, and everybody know what they need to do on a moment's notice. So just know that those are created based on not only the risk maps, but access issues and flexibility in mind when we want to have you go and come back in. When we talk about the get ready, should go, must go, I don't want to reiterate too much what Chief Mike said, but it's very, very important for you to have a plan. During sheriff's responsibilities, when we're coming in, you'll see that staging area. You saw our sheriff's department as well as fire apparatus and CHP. That's what we're doing in the get ready stage. We're preparing, we're ramping up, we're getting resources from around the county and sometimes other agencies to be prepared should we be heading toward a mandatory evacuation or a voluntary evacuation. We want to have the resources standing by, ready to protect you. Many people ask me, and they're always worried about potential looting. If I leave the area, we're going to burglarize my house. And although criminals always look for crimes of opportunity, we can't always stop 100% and mitigate. And part of what we do when we do evacuations for fires and also for these types of events is you see increased patrols. So not only shutting down streets, but we have security patrols going to those evacuated areas. Upwards, depending on the size of the event, this type of event could have upwards of over 100 different law enforcement officers in the general area across the burn scar, and including above CHP with their closures in the county area. So we probably have more officers in the general area and this than we do in normal everyday pattern. And depending on the danger, a lot of times even though we think there are those few that take the crimes of opportunity, they typically understand the danger too, and sometimes if it's difficult to get there, they're not going to commit those crimes as well. For an example, we had a couple of reported burglaries after the Holy fire. Those, again, really ones that were reported would be a couple more, but nothing up and above what our normal rates are. So I just want to let you know that although property is a concern, I want you to think about it. Personal safety comes above the protection of your property. So have a plan. If you live in these areas, you go to Rivco ready and you understand, you go to the work map and understand you have a high-risk area, have a plan for your values. Have that already ready to go. You have a safe, bottom up, a place to go to take your animals or a path to go when you leave. Have that already met. Saves you a lot of time and headache. You have alarm systems, lighting, things like that. Those are all things you can do in advance, and we encourage that anyway when you protect your property. But again, personal safety is a priority. We want to return you back to your homes as soon as we can, but it's going to be as soon as practical and making sure that the area is safe for you to return. So my partners at CHP, Flood, and Fire, the Unified Command, will make that decision together based on the expert knowledge that we're getting and the assessment of the damage on the ground. We'll get you back there and put those warnings as soon as possible. Lastly, I just want to encourage you to go to Rivco Ready and get the information that all our experts have talked about. Prepare your homes, check your phones, be plugged into these official sites, and be ready to partner and protect yourselves. If you feel that you need to leave before that, you can leave before that. We want you to feel comfortable with your decision when it comes to evacuations. And again, on behalf of all the agencies represented here, especially my partners in Unified Command, CHP, Flood, Sheriff, and Fire, I want to say one last time, your safety is our priority. So we'll be around for the questions. If anybody has any questions, I'll say the last person leaves afterwards. Okay, thank you.
Good evening. supervisor says, this is a game changer. So those roads that you're used to flooding, they're going to be a little bit different. They're going to have mud flow across them, or they could be, very well, they could be washed away. Also in the valley here, I don't need to tell you how difficult it is to get in and out during commute hours. There's a lot of congestion on I-15. It would be a bad situation if everybody waited till the last minute to try to evacuate during a disaster. It's difficult enough to get out when there's the normal situation of traffic in this area. So when you get the warning you should go, that's the time for you to go. Also, if you see barricades and road closures, the transportation department works very closely with the sheriff and close these roads to keep you safe and out of harm. Sometimes you may see a barricade, but you don't see any signs that there's any damage on the roads. But there could very well be something back there that is a hazard that we're trying to keep you safe from. We had a situation out in the desert a few weeks ago where we had someone driving in the night. It was about 2 in the morning. We had a barricade out there, road closed. The gentleman decided he wanted to go that way, move the barricades out of the way, proceeded to drive through his car, and what he didn't know was that the bridge washed out. So he ended up at the bottom of the channel. So when it's dark, you can't see these things. So if you get an evacuation notice, it's dark, you see the road closed signs, please obey them. There's a hazard back there. They'll be lifted when it's safe for you to drive through there. The other thing, the video that we saw with the mud flow going across the road, you notice that it wasn't raining. Where the guy was taking the video, it wasn't raining. It was dry. But that mud flow was coming from the hill, up the hill, and the mud flow came through, and it came through very quickly. So just be alert, look both ways, you know which roads are out there that typically get water flowing across them. Those are the ones that are going to get mud flows. Look both ways as you would a train coming, and be very careful as you go through here. And we will keep you safe, keep those roads closed, and lift those closures when it's safe for you to return. Thank you for your time.
To all of the emergency service workers that are here to run the first responders, thank you for what you've done with our district partnership and planning, education, and training that we've had over the last 6 weeks. Has been remarkable. It's also allowed us to be better prepared. For the Rivco Ready site, I would also like to put in a plug to please sign up. There's some really good information on that. And we heard tonight about building a kit and being prepared. Working with our school psychologists during the last evacuation, youngsters in our community are really traumatized by the evacuation process. To have some familiarity in that kit, as you heard, over a deck of cards or something that youngsters can associate with, helps lower that anxiety quite greatly. So we really recommend going to that site. The Build a Kit site is also a really good family exercise and a way to prepare putting that plan and that kit together. It also helps lower anxiety because being part of a solution for young people gives them the confidence to get through that situation as well. So there's a lot of good information on the Rivco Ready site that can help any member of society, whether your children or not in our society. We have some information tonight in regards to school closures. If necessary for school closure, I'd like to cover some of that. If we have a mandatory evacuation situation where schools will be closed, if we have a voluntary evacuation system, then it depends a little bit on the volumes that we saw. This group of first responders and emergency service workers meets on a conference call at 6 a.m. every morning during the storm. That information is then passed on depending on the thresholds that were shown on the screen earlier. If it's anticipated that the volume of water will hit those thresholds, schools will be closed. If we're not anticipated to meet those thresholds, schools will be open. Those of you that have school-aged children will receive that notification from the school district in a variety of ways, through social media, telephone calls, and on our district website as well. So we try to keep that information as current as possible. debris flow that happens during the school day when youngsters are at school. We have shelter-in-place procedures here in cooperation with the Red Cross. So we, in essence, become an evacuation center right here for all of the children that are in school. All of our staff, teachers, support staff, classified staff, are ethically and morally and legally obligated to stay with youngsters during a disaster. They're disaster workers. So they don't go home until we have a reunification plan with the parents and our community. Whether it takes an hour, whether it takes a day, whether it takes a week, whatever that takes to reunify families, that's what our obligation to you is. Each of our 5 schools in Lake Elsinore Unified School District are affected in somewhat different ways because they're located in a different evacuation zone. Each school website has a parent reunification plan based upon the location of the school, the layout of the school, so that we can spread out the parent reunification plan across our campuses to allow for a more efficient reunification of kids and families. We anticipate that there wouldn't be structural damage from a debris flow where our schools are located. If there was structural damage, our plan for a long-term shelter in place is at the Lake Elsinore outlets. The Lake Elsinore outlets have partnered with the school district to allow us to use 3 vacant storefronts to allow us to bring youngsters in. Again, partnering with the Red Cross and set up evacuation centers at the outlets, and a parent reunification plan in the parking lot at the Lake Elsinore outlets. I think, without being too redundant, we've heard a lot of information tonight. I'll stop there and I'll make myself available for questions as well at the end. Thank you.
All the information that has been presented tonight, including the PowerPoint presentations, will be available on the Storm Ready webpage. Most of them are already up there. But we'll make sure that anything shared tonight is up on that webpage so that you have it available. I forgot to mention that we have Captain Fernando Herrera is on the video, that he's here to answer any questions if somebody is Spanish speaking only as we go into the question and answer period. So could I have our speakers come up here to the podium? One last thing is that if you came in and didn't stop by the table and didn't get one of these, you can get it's a flood planning guide as well as some other information available at that table right back there.
When I looked at the map earlier, they're basically split up Horsethief into 3 sections. You have the upper side, which is the people most at risk. You have most of the neighborhood, and I think that one was B. And then it looked like Horsethief Canyon Road, the main access road, was its own separate section. I was just wondering if anybody could talk about dynamics of that main road, because that's our main way in or out. Is it more likely to flood, and like we'd be looking at sheltering in place if something came suddenly? Is it more structurally sound, so it'll be like one of the last things to flood? Just something that speak to that, so we can kind of plan our evacuation if we have to.
That's a very good question. You're right. The Horsethief Canyon Road is identified as its own evacuation zone. And the reason for that is under a typical scenario, there's a canyon above Horsethief Canyon Road there. If we were to get an intense amount of rain, a lot of rain in that canyon would overwhelm our storm drain inlets, and the Horsethief Canyon Road would serve as the emergency evacuation path for those floodwaters. Now, with the onset of this fire and the risk of debris flow, what we've been doing is a lot of work to try to expand the storage capacity ahead of the mountain there, so that if a debris flow does occur out of that canyon, it'll stay up in that canyon. And some of the water will go around in the Horsethief Canyon wash proper, and only in a very extreme event would we expect the water at this point to go over into Horsethief Canyon Road. And so if we were to have an event that would be large enough for us to expect that problem, then they would trigger that evacuation zone, and that would be a signal to you that, yeah, Horsethief Canyon Road is likely to be blocked or not available for access and use.
So my question is in regards to the children that are in school. So I have one who's in high school at Temescal Canyon, and I also have several that are in Luiseno. So if there was an instance where we went to work, everything was fine, and then it suddenly became a flood, situation, if the children have to shelter in place, how would I be able to pick up my kids from the elementary school and the high school? Like, would they be bused back from the high school because they take a bus to get to school?
In a shelter in place, if we have Luiseno area, those students would be sheltered in place at their home school. So in this case, Temescal Canyon, until the roads would be open, until we could also access the roads, because our buses wouldn't be able to get through the roads either. And we would shelter in place here at Luiseno as long as necessary until the roads were open and parents could reunify with their kids.
I forget the gentleman's name, but he said that there were 3 parts to the response team, and it was either in the second one with the geological survey or the third one with CAL FIRE, that specific homes would be identified in Horsethief as at risk. How will we know?
So if, what I would recommend you do is there's a website called, and actually the page you want to go to is called rivcoready.org/stormready, if I remember correctly, is that right, Rivco? If you go to that website, there is a link on that, in that website towards the bottom that says CAL FIRE WART report, if I remember properly. And WART stands for Watershed Emergency Response Team. If you click on that link, it will download a report, and in that report are all of the properties that were identified as having a higher likelihood of having issues this winter.
Okay, so like when they tag the properties with a red tag during the fire, they won't do that with the flood?
No, they will not tag. They will not tag the properties on it.
So, and just one other thing. So we have looked closely at the work report, and we had a team of engineers go out and knock on doors on the homes that we thought were at risk. So if you haven't been visited, we don't think that your home is at risk. We would have left a note on the door.
And then you said that we could call this one number to find out about our personal property. Is there a cost to that? The national, whatever.
It was National Resource Conservation Service, I believe was the proper name. And no, they will, what they are willing to do, and they do it for free, is if you call them up, they're willing to come out and they'll look at your property, and then they'll give you some advice about any steps that you should take to help protect your property. So they'll talk about if you need to sandbag or build other types of structures, or take other steps to help protect your particularly your
Okay, a question about Zone C, which is Horsethief Canyon Road. If there's an evacuation of Horsethief Canyon Road, how are we going to know that? Because if there's no one living in Zone C.
There are no actual addresses at Horsethief Canyon Road, so it's just the road itself. And the reality, I think the reality of how this would play out is we would be issuing evacuation orders well in advance of the storm. And so you would be evacuating your home using Horsethief Canyon well in advance of the storm. And then they did create that layer, that separate layer for that road,
right,
which they would turn on if they thought there was going to be an issue. And so I think practically for the homeowners, I don't think it matters much, because if it's gotten to that point, you should be gone. You should not be.
Okay. And so I spent a lot of time with Todd talking to Ray one day.
Yeah.
And at that point, the plan was, if it started to overflow, it was trying to divert it to the side.
Yes.
So it would go down the side of the community.
Yeah. So it's kind of a complicated from a drainage perspective, but the simplest way I'll describe it is what we've done is we've created a lot of extra storage capacity in that sump up above the road to try to maximize the amount of debris that would occur there. And then even under normal years, if it didn't have a debris flow, if we got a major storm event, some of the flow would start to go to Horsethief Canyon Wash, and then if we got a really, really big event, it would go over Horsethief Canyon Road. And so what we've done is we've tried to expand the capacity and encourage that continuation of drainage pattern where if we get something, it first goes to Horsethief Canyon Wash on the west side of Horsethief Canyon Development, and then only then, if we were to get a very large event, would it try to start going over into Horsethief Canyon Road.
We live on Bandera, which is the street right below. I guess Caltrans is the one that is providing the K-rail. And I'm just wondering, are you guys maybe thinking about putting up a debris fence, like along that, where you have the K-rail and it's double stacked and it's kind of insulated? Is there going to be some kind of debris fence that's going to be established there? And when is because where you stop the K-rail is right where our backyards are. So we're just wondering,
as well as the west, and I'm probably pointing in the wrong direction. But I think probably the easiest way for me to respond to your question is maybe after the formal questions, come catch me up here and I can answer that better for you.
Hello, I live at the top of Horsethief, and right behind me is Lemon Grove Development. And my question is, we haven't heard a lot about Lemon Grove, but they're right up against the mountains above me. And behind my house is either a fire road or a flood channel, I'm not sure. And I haven't seen any activity back there because I'm worried that it looks like a flood channel. We're going to go down the hill. I live at my house, my street, Desert Ridge, is at the very top. So is anybody looking behind there and Lemon Grove and that flood channel? Because it looks like it's I got a lot of debris already in there and it's not going to, water's going to travel well.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give you the same, ask you to do the same thing. Is catch me right after the meeting, because I have a tool where I can bring up some maps and we can look at things. It'll make sure that I'm answering the right question and help you get the information that you need. So.
Hi, I live at the very top of Horsethief, and it's all the K-rails behind me on the corner. So we have the three storm drains, whatever, coming towards our house. And so I know that they were saying because of all the burn area and in Elsinore too that we're out of K-rails, and I saw SoCal Sandbags was using those Lego blocks that are like K-rails, that if we've considered putting those along Mountain as well. And one more question is, on top of my slope, I have an electrical easement that is right up behind that K-rail, and it's on top of my slope, and my concern is it's 10,000 volts of electricity. We hold the electricity for a lot of the canyon there, and I haven't seen Edison here to be any part of this, to show any concern.
So actually, there is a representative from Edison here today, and so maybe you can catch him after the meeting and talk about that particular issue.
Okay, folks, once again, I just want to mention, we got a lot of information tonight. It's all available on the Rivco Ready Storm Ready page. I want to thank Captain Herrera, Jody Hageman, the Riverside County Fire, who are part of our PIO team. Brooke Federico, who does all the work of putting these meetings together and making sure that our messaging to the community is right on point and consistent across all these cooperating agencies that you see. And once again, thank you very much, and please be safe.
So that is it. I realized that my audio cable was kind of going in and out as I was walking out, so I don't have my audio as I walked out, but hope that was informative for you guys. This website is the best resource, rivcoready.org. You can go /stormready, and that kind of gives you some specifics on the flooding part, but this website will have everything you need as far as what the key takeaways were from this meeting, having a list and being prepared of what's going to happen when you do get that evacuation notice, having a kit in place, it's just like an earthquake kit, just having a bag, an emergency bag full of clothes, toys for the kids, just something to keep them distracted, maybe a flashlight, just basic stuff, because the main thing is we just don't want to be caught off guard, right? Everyone wants to laugh about California not getting rain, which we don't, right? But we are in a very vulnerable spot right now with the fire that happened, and even the slightest bit of rain you saw from that meeting, half an inch in an hour, is enough to be worried about. At the beginning, the audio was real sketchy, so I apologize again for that. Tried to get it as best as I could, played around with some of the settings and stuff, and that was probably as best we could get in a gym, but hopefully y'all were able to get enough info out of that. And again, go to the website if you need more. There is going to be one additional Holy Flood information meeting. It's going to be at Terracotta Middle School down on Lake Street in Lake Elsinore, and that's on Monday, November 5th at 6 o'clock. They did also mention all the social media accounts. If you go to the website, they have all the official accounts to follow that will be providing information as evacuations go on or as new notices go out. We all love to go on our favorite sites, the We Are Temescal Valleys, the What's Up Lake Elsinores, but we all know it's all he said, she said, and the rumor mill gets going and you never know what to believe, but if you follow one of the official accounts, you should be good to go. So that is it. It was a little long of a meeting. Dodgers did end up losing once again, so that kind of put a damper on my night, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully it brings you some value. Go to the Rivco Ready website, get some more information, and then hit that like and subscribe button because there's more of these videos coming out. As we get these events, I'm going to be sharing as much as I can, so make sure you hit that like and hit the subscribe. There's even a bell for notifications if you're into that kind of thing, you want to know about the videos, go for it. But I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you guys later.